administrative order is consistent with
Nakatayo
the
ka talaga
intent
sa
of the law.
YB?
Hindi ko maintindihan bakit kailangan
Depende
lang
sa'yo.
ituro yung committee. Kailangan lang ituro yung batas.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Chair,
Yes, Congressman.
I think, Mr. Chair, the law provides 5%. Tapos yung dalawang DTI yata at isang DA tasked by the law to promulgate yung rules and implementation. Kaya yun. And in fact, I filed a bill spending in the committee to increase the 5%
Nasa
to
iyo pala
8%. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Then, may review na after 3 years.
Saan mo nakikita yung
Kasi yan batas,
YouTube live na
walang
kanina?
review. Kaya 2010 pa yung pinaka-latest na discount na binigay.
okay.
Mr. Chair.
Taas na lang natin yung 1,300.
Yes, precisely.
Pero hindi mo alam yung
Kailangan
live.
po ng batas kasi nag-peg po sila ng 1,300 eh. Pero
Hindi mo alam
kaninong,
yung live.
sino nag-peg po
Pag
nun?
hindi mo
Sila
alam
din.
yung live. Ayan,
At anytime they can change it. Even right now, pwede po nilang baguhin
Like
po
po
yung
natin,
decrease
salamat.
the particular amount. Mr. Chair.
Okay, to put some order lang kasi we will come across those. Anyway, can I
sa'yo dyan,
listen? Are you my classmate?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Alright.
Depende yan sa...
Way back. Mr. Chair, just to clarify to the good congressman, no,
Hindi ko
65
nga
pesos po
ma-check.
is
Hanapin mo
5% of 1,300 pesos, which is the maximum. That's why they mentioned, because we're thinking of 1,003. Tapos biglang 65, parang liit, di ba? But that is 5% of 1,003 po. I mean, yun, kaya po yun ang nabanggit po sa ito.
Mr. Chair, that's correct.
Makikita mo
Because I
ngayon
was
yung
not
ibang
aware of the
Pero
AO.
pag
I was
naghanap
relying on
ka,
the law.
hindi mo mahanap yan.
So, my question now is,
Mga ganyan.
sino mag-prevail? Ang law ba or ang
Sa
administrative
ibang
order?
live yan, di ba?
And they can change that anytime.
Paano
according
siya ngayon
to
makita kung hindi ka naka-
Congressman Salo.
And also, if I may add, that's for BNPCs, no? Basic necessities and private. That's why may pila po, kaya may matagal po pag citizen
hindi
lane.
tayo
Kasi
nakalive.
kailangan i-sort, no? And then may
Sama sa
maximum.
makita
Kasi
sa
nga,
YouTube na gusto mong
ang
manood na
control
ganun
doon is the
na
fact that someone might start a syndicate if walang limit, and you can buy as much as you want, you can get as many, hire as many senior citizens and start your business, no? So run someone out of business po. I mean, I think that was for the safeguard po. Why that was implemented.
Parang
Why
may
that was added.
notify.
After she starts. Now, at this point, thank you very much, Mr.
Yan lang,
Stephen.
18 na.
May I now recognize for the PWD Congresswoman Isabel Maria Zamora.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. But before we go to the next question, may we get the comments
Pero
first of
kung
all.
hindi mo, for example, gusto mo manood na ganun na pero
Attorney
hindi
Carlo
mo alam kung
Castro,
saan.
may we know how you
Kasi pag hindi
give
yung
senior
subscribers
citizens
mo,
and
hindi nakalagay.
PWD discounts.
Hindi mo mapanood.
Sure. Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning po to our esteemed congressmen and our colleagues. Ang CAS is fully compliant din po to all our laws mandating the senior citizen and PWD discounts. Ang unang tanong po siguro is how do we implement this? I can summarize it po into 2 steps. Step 1 po is basically nandun po sa ating website. Meron pong link doon. It's for a one-time registration. I-upload lang po doon yung ating senior citizen or PWD ID. And then may turnaround time po tayo ng 5 days maximum, upon which pending the approval, once approved po, the customer po will get a code that he or she can input po for the rest of the year na po yun. So it's a one-time process lang po. Once you get the code, all your rights po will already incur the discount. The discount po is buo, 20% po of the total fare. So that's how we implement it. However, Mr. Chair, maybe I should go already to, because we're aware that we received a complaint. No? There are a few complaints po that were lodged in our office. At ang punot dulo po nito, Mr. Chair, again, can be summarized into 2. Number 1 is clerical, meaning meron pong defect doon sa documents or pag-upload ng document. So that's 1. Yung pangalawa po is system error, meaning it's on the tech side po, Mr. Chair and Your Honors. Ibig sabihin po, after a certain threshold, yung bandwidth po ng ating PAC system, meron pong mga application na hindi lumulusot. For 2023 po, Mr. Chair and Your Honors, we have resolved all of these complaints. But kung meron pa pong mga pending na complaints, especially for this year po, for the balance of 2024, we're more than happy po to respond to the complaints po.
Yeah, you can respond. Can you put your apps here?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Apo.
Baka naman yung button for senior citizen nasa health center.
Nalala pala po yung palit.
On the last page.
Nalala magpalit.
Ikaw nagsabi niya kilailong mo daw eh.
Oo.
Na trending yun.
Oo.
Mr. Chair, while Attorney Castro is setting up, let me ask now,
Naka-promote kasi yung
representative of
ano.
Anytime Fitness
yung-
Asia Corporate about their
Dati kasi walang wala na. Hindi na yung Facebook.
First of all, thank you for inviting us here and allowing us to address the complaint that was raised to us. Well, for the discount of Anytime Fitness, actually, we are very much compliant. So far, fortunately for our industry, we have a database of our memberships, we're a gym membership. And so far, out of our total membership, we have a total of more than 6,500 discounted membership under senior citizen and PWD. For the discount, we apply the discount mandated in the IRR for senior citizen and PWD, which is taking out the 12%, 1/4 of the VAT, and then applying 20% since you are under registration. The change is under registration, so that's how we compute the discount. Now, I understand that we have a complaint that we received last September from NCDA, and immediately last September 4, we actually responded and addressed that complaint. And for that particular complaint, the person that the complainant actually did not join. The person inquired and unfortunately was not able to present the PWD ID during that time of inquiry. So that's the reason why it was not granted. As in the law, you must present the PWD ID to be able to obtain the discount. However, we did respond to that, and the decision of the complainant is not to join anymore during that time. So we are not able to grant the discount to that particular person. But so far, that was addressed during that time within the 48 hours required by the service
magreklamo sa ilang
that we implement in Anytime.
Yatag niya ganda yan. Malintian yun ko na matigulang pa. Bubuhayin ko yung Facebook ko. Hindi monetize eh.
Hindi mo yung ba?
Hindi siya monetize. Parang may mga violation dati.
For your rates and time.
BBM, di ba dati?
Thank you for that question. Actually, it's something that I picked up last hearing. We actually follow the 2010 IR, which actually says that for discounted or promotional price, we don't anymore apply the 20% discount. We apply whichever is higher the discount. So, for example, if our discount is 15% discount on the published rate, we do apply the recognized 20% discount. However, if in any event we give a higher discounted promotion, then the discounted promotion, which is higher than the usual senior citizen PWD applies. Thank you very much.
Okay, so this is Angkas.
Yes po, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I'm sharing on the screen po. This is a direct link po. This sa website po natin, you can directly access it. It's very straightforward po, Mr. Chair. Kukunin lang po yung pangalan po nung nag-register. I-upload lang po yung ID and then indicate po yung disability and the expiration date which we will match po with the ID that is uploaded. And then once you click submit po, Mr. Chairman, that will be included in our system. Turnaround time po is 5 days, upon which you will get a one-time code which you can use po for all your rides na po, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chair, I just noticed po dun sa mga nakaraan po nagsalita. I think the key request is really making this user-friendly. Ibig sabihin din,
Depende sa
accessible from
nagsasalita
both
po
the
eh.
app and the website.
Yung ibang
Currently po,
nagsasalita,
Mr.
mahinang
Chair,
boses.
this is accessible sa ating website. So very
Please
much
like
noted
po,
po, Mr.
like
Chair,
natin,
that we should
salamat.
put this in the user experience as well, in the app itself. So we will make the necessary adjustments po.
Thank you. Ikaw ang chair. You want to recognize?
Okay, Congresswoman.
Madam Chair, I just have a quick question for Angkas. Have there been any reported accidents involving senior citizens?
Wala pa po, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. No accidents involving senior citizens po.
Right, so no additional
umangkas eh.
rules when the passenger is a senior citizen?
Additional rules, ma'am, in the sense of we have a dedicated, meron po kaming general hotline, Mr. Chair, Your Honor, but we have a dedicated hotline for escalated cases. These are sexual harassment, complaints of criminal in nature, and those that require immediate medical attention. So those complaints filed through those hotlines po, we have a 24/7 online medical team and an emergency response team po, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, but so far wala naman incidents.
Wala naman po, Mr. Chair.
Okay, let me ask this to the different LGUs here. Are there additional privileges to PWDs not state that are not under our laws? Meaning, under city ordinances, what are these privileges, and how will these additional benefits be affected if we implement national PWD ID? Maybe start with the Bitaw office of QC.
Thank you, Your Honor. In Quezon City, Your Honor, we implemented the full digital registration of persons with disability IDs and senior citizens IDs. We will furnish the committee with our city ordinances. So we have po the QCE services app, where yung aming pong mga, not only po the persons with disability ID, but all IDs of Q citizens, meron po kami QR code, and this can be validated through our website and through our QCE services app. Kaya po doon sa ating mga establishments, once na po na mai-present yung ating QC ID, where ito po ay persons with disability or senior citizens, this can be easily validated through our website or through our QCE services app. Your Honor, we also have po the assistive devices ordinance, where kasama po dito yung prosthesis or orthosis. Dahil ito po yung mahal, no, yung mga amputee po natin na kailangan po ng artificial leg, no? That would cost 50,000 to 100,000. So sa QC po, we have po the ordinance na to institutionalize and magbigay po talaga ng funding para sa ating pong mga assistive devices. This also includes braille devices, customized wheelchairs, Your Honor. And we also have the incentive ordinance na ngayon po ay inaayos namin, where the establishments who will hire persons with disability will get incentives sa aming local tax. No? So, ang aming pong 50% of the salary of a person with disability or senior citizen na ma-hire sa mga establishment po namin, 50% deduction sa local tax po sa Quezon City. We also have po the Kasama Ka Inclusive Employment Program, where the Quezon City government employed 300 persons with disability. This is in compliance po sa sinasabi po ng 1% positions or sa government offices or agencies. So sa Quezon City po, 1.2% na po yung aming QC government persons with disability employee, and on top on that, we hired pa po 300 persons with disability sa aming 39 offices and departments in 4 months. Your Honor, kasi marami po tayo mga persons with disability who has the capacity to perform who has the skills, like person with autism or deaf person with disability, who are graduated. But yung kanila pong opportunity to be employed ay only for housekeeping or janitorial. So in Quezon City po, Your Honor, we provide the productivity, the opportunity for them na ma-hire po sila sa capacity po na kung saan sila nag-excel. And yung in return po, because we piloted the program last year, we will a regular program na po siya na naka-invite sa Quezon City government. Where I would like also to mention Jollibee food groups because right now we are developing partnership where the Jollibee will hire sa 54 stores po nila sa Quezon City. At doon po namin kukunin yung aming pong mga na-train na persons with disability na aming i-refer po sa aming mga ka-partners po na private establishments.
So there's a national PWDI. Would you still the Baptist programs we have in Quezon City? Apparently, I have a lot. I'm sure you have more than the so how would you react to having a national ID?
Your Honor, we are supporting the access of applying the national ID. In fact, right now in our Bitaw office, we have a specific desk for the national ID. So yung PSA po, ay ngayon po ay nasa City Hall para po yung mga persons with disability po na nag-a-apply for their IDs. Also, nag-a-apply din po sila sa national ID. They have the accessibility. In Quezon City, Your Honor, dahil kami po ay 140 NCR, we have 7 Bitaw offices. We have 6 mini city halls na ma-access po nila yung iba't ibang mga programs na nasa main city hall. So, because we have the automated system, we generated po around 62,000 persons with disabilities for 2023. We have the specific database for that. And in fact, we have 100% uploaded the data to the DOH PRPW Bureau.
Thank you very much. Can I go to the national NCA? What do you think about the other privileges?
Mansilingan. Mansilingan. Mandalagan.
So I think Ms. Debbie Daganay already mentioned a number of the other existing laws, like for example, the mandatory 1% for government employees, and then the suggested, not recommended, 1% for establishments or companies employing at least 100 or more persons with disabilities. But we are pleased to inform the body that actually there are several partnerships with other private institutions wherein they are really keen on employing more than just 1% of persons with disabilities. So I think most of the laws were already mentioned. Now, when it comes to having a national ID, we are in favor of that as long as, and I think this is an important qualification, the logistics are properly set up, because as we raised before, the National Council on Disability Affairs, we do not have a nationwide presence, so if we will be the ones issuing that, then it will take longer. However, if it's an agency with a nationwide presence, then I think that would be a really good idea. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, NCTA. Can we go to the DOH Director Manasat? What do you think of having a national PWD ID so that we can have a uniform system nationwide?
Ang ginagawa ko ngayon, nilalagay ko na sa TV. Nakita
Good
ko.
morning, Honorable Chair. Now for this national PWI, right now the DOH is maintaining the database as mentioned by our PIDAW officer of the Quezon City. So we are getting into the data coming from the different regions, and we look, and also these are also very important database, especially for the DOH program and also for the local health sector. Now, having a unified national ID will really help us strengthen our database throughout the country, because right now, not all LGUs really are having a
very good database and the PWDs. Now with this national ID, all LGUs will be provided with technical assistance and all forms of resources.
Yung video na
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am.
nagawa sa akin na video na yan. Mamalit siya.
WB here.
I-re-recommend ka naman. Yan.
For that, ma'am, we also follow the requirements of the law that we hire at least 1% of our employees are persons with disabilities. We also have, we also include projects, just like the 4 Ps, to include persons with disabilities and even families that have persons of disabilities
Inedit ko instead na ilagay ko sa YouTube. Makaka-copyright pa, marireviews ako. Yun na ko. Sa TV? Oo.
Thank you, sir.
Nilink ko sa
Let's go to the next question.
Mabalik ako sa dati ko.
Necessary qualifications for WDs to avail of their benefits
Kasi
and
upload
how
ko yan yun
these
nasa TV.
guidelines assist
Ginawa ko siyang reaction para
establishments
hindi
in
ka.
understanding their obligations. Also, what are
Manood lang ako.
what are some
Pero
effective
nandyan ako.
strategies or
Kasi bawal
approaches
kay
that
YouTube
business
na-
establishments can employ to raise awareness among
Hindi
their
ko maano
staff
yan.
about the rights and
Kasi
privileges
yung
of PWDs?
dati nadidig kami yan sa
Ensure
basketball.
proper implementation of the
Kasi
Yung
sa akin,
binidyohan.
sa basketball kasi, ano yan, restriction talaga yan ng ano talaga nila, association. Sa, for example, yung PBA, dapat hindi.
Your Honor, come again, Your Honor.
Sorry, it's maybe first the
Yan, oo.
qualifications
Ayun o.
for PWDs to avail of the discounts.
Sa, galing mo sa
And
PBM.
what are
Oh,
your
magre-reaction ako
strategies?
o post ko.
What do you do in Quezon City so that the businesses will be aware that they
Yung
have
kanina.
to give these discounts?
For sure, Honor, Mayor Joy Belmonte, goal is inclusivity. So meron po kami regular na business summit, Your Honor, where all the stakeholders po sa business sector, business industry, ay ini-invite po headed by the PPLD. And the persons with disability po, Your Honor, is one of the area of concern na amin pong tinatalakay. And also, because we have 7 PDAO offices, yung aming pong presence in different districts ay represented. And one of the strategy for us is really, we are asking for their QC ID or their persons with disability ID. In every programs, in availment of every programs and services of the Quezon City government. Like for example, we have the different ayudas or different programs of the various departments in Quezon City. It's the primary requirement, Your Honor, the QC ID of persons with disability. And one of our strategy, although we have the online application, we do verify all the documents uploaded to the QC services portal, where we call the doctor, we call the hospital or clinics. And just if I may state that there are some medical certificates uploaded to our system which do not certify the type of disability, Your Honor. As per guidelines of the NCDA, Your Honor, and this is all across all PDAOs, na yung specialist na po ang siyang mag-certify kung ano pong disability ng applicant, no? So, kung hindi po na naka-specify yung type of disability ng applicant, we really come to forward to really search the doctor and really search the hospital. Because we also recognize po na babalik sila sa doktor, babalik sila sa hospital, sisingilin na naman sila for that specific document. So that's part of our verification, Your Honor.
Interest lang. Ano yung number 1 disability?
Physical disability, Your Honor. Yes po, followed by psychosocial. Psychosocial,
What physical?
Physical, Your Honor, as guided by DOH, iba-iba po. Meron pong apparent and non-apparent. Your Honor, the apparent, ito po yung mga person in a wheelchair, mga amputee. But meron din pong non-apparent disability or musculoskeletal. No? Basta na-certify po sila, Your Honor, ng specialista. na sila po or you, the stroke patient resulted to disability.
I thought that most of the abuse is in the eyes.
Your Honor, right now as per
How many abuse for eye disability? Pag mayroong lang konting parang mga bulag sa pag-ibig. Bulag sa pag-ibig. Bulag sa pag-ibig.
Madam Chair, may I ask a quick question?
I will submit.
Mr. Chairman, in case, Madam Chair, in case we have a national ID system, right? If you put there, indicate there that you are a PWD or a senior citizen, then we don't need all the other IDs. Only one ID, kasi it will be easier for the agency. If you have one ID, and you can tell all, you don't need to bring all the IDs. So I think we should work on the national ID system that includes total, di pa naman din na-i-issue di ba? Tagal-tagal na ng national ID system na yun. Ilagay na lang natin doon using the database of the senior citizen and the PWD integrated in the national ID system para po hindi mahirapan yung mga agencies. Even the national government will have a database. That's just a suggestion, Madam Chair.
Sir, while that is a very good suggestion, and I'm sure a lot of us want that uniform system, I think there might be a little problem regarding those with temporary disabilities that I think there's a time frame or so, and maybe we can get the NCDA to comment on that.
Yeah, Madam Chair, before she answers, also, I was intrigued by the app that Angkas, was it Angkas who showed that? If all the, for example, Shopee, Lazada, all the apps also indicate the PWD and the senior citizen, if it's registered, then they don't have to bother every transaction checking if it's a senior citizen or PWD. So I think the requirement should be all apps with digital purchases should have a system where they can record the PWD and the ID, also the PWD. It's just another suggestion, Madam.
Yes, sir, we will take note of that. And we will also invite the NEDA and PSA in our next hearing so that they may answer queries regarding the uniform PWD ID and senior citizen ID. May we get, yes, the comments of the NCDA?
Thank you, Your Honor. So I'll answer first the new recommendation. Actually, that's a welcome recommendation if it can be included in the national ID system. However, we do recognize the validity of the concern of Congressman Bel Zamora because, as defined, disability is long-term. So there's a time limit. Actually, as per DOH, long-term would be anything from 6 months onward. So perhaps to reconcile the two, how we can implement that is something that we can thrash out in perhaps TWG hearings so that we can give life to the suggestion without compromising the fact that we don't want people abusing it. Now, for example, they just have a very temporary disability and then they take it upon themselves to apply for this and then they will be enjoying the benefits for a long time. So something to know. Your Honor, should I also answer the other questions?
Yes, ma'am. Can I first acknowledge the attendance, the presence of Congressman Jose Bong J. Teves Jr. of TGB Party List. Good morning, sir. Okay, please go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. So to answer your earlier questions, as to the qualifications on how to avail the discounts, actually, once you have the ID, that's the only thing that the establishments need to look for. As long as you have the PWD ID card to present, you are entitled to the discount. So it's actually upon the agencies issuing the ID to determine whether or not a person is qualified for that ID. But since government IDs assume a presumption of validity, establishments really are supposed to honor them. However, we understand that there are instances wherein establishments have doubts as to the veracity of an ID. So for now, in the absence of an updated national database online that's easily accessible, as Ms. Debbie said, it's only QC that's 100% uploaded all their data to our national database. What we suggest to the establishments is, in the meantime, if they want to verify it, don't check with the PWD of DOH because it's not completely updated. So it's possible that someone has a valid ID, but they're not yet in the system. So we don't want to prejudice these people. What we suggest is that they call the LGU issuing, because the LGU would definitely know for sure if this is a legitimate ID. Now, as for strategies for businesses, as some suggestions, I think I noted this in the first hearing, there are actually available online training services on the website of NCDA. But other than that, if you want something more tailor-fit to the kind of establishment that you have, you can reach out to us. We can have a MOA so that we can see how we can work together. Thank you. Yes, sir.
I just want to inform the body that I have filed a bill regarding the integration of senior citizens ID card. May super absolute if you want to transact kahit anong government agency, meron na kayong kick-click kasi SIS, lalabas na po yung transaction agency. At nakalagay po ron yung mga details ng isang senior citizen, kailan siya pinanganak, nandun po lahat ng time na kaya po, my bill is now pending with the Committee on Information and Technology. Headed by Congressman Toby Chak.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Okay, can I ask again, NCDA, what are the measures that establishments should take to ensure separate and accurate record keeping of sales to the PWD? And that's actually a very good question and something that we can work together with the private establishments. But perhaps it would be best if there would be a record specifically noting the discounts given per each month. Actually, I think I asked one of the attendees before, if I'm not mistaken, it's Cebu Pacific. Because he was the Cebu Pacific rep was my seatmate during that hearing, and I did ask that question. He said that they do have that record, so perhaps it's something that all establishments can follow after.
Pwede naman.
Pidao of QC.
Babalik yan ulit.
Your Honor, for the establishment right now, we are finalizing the survey questionnaire for all the establishments. So nag-develop po kami ng survey questionnaire na forward po namin sa iba't ibang mga establishments on how many workers with disability do they have, and if they would like to avail the incentive that we're giving to the establishment in employing persons with disability, Your Honor. But right now, we do not have the specific data on how many transactions or how many persons with disability that the private establishments serve, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. MMDA, are you here?
Good morning, Your Honor.
I think you know my question.
Pardon me, Your Honor. I think I lost track of the question.
There's only one question. You have coding privileges for senior citizens?
Yes, Your Honor. We have coding privileges.
Really? So this guy can use his car any time of the week, any day of the week?
Your Honor, you have to apply for the
Yan pala,
privilege.
hindi nag-a-apply. So that's welcome news. You're the only ray of hope in this room. Can you put that in writing? Is there any MMDA memorandum circular or something? Anything to that effect?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you mention it?
Not that I failed to note particular specific.
Sayang naman, kokoronahan kita ng...
Your Honor, but I can follow up with it
So what is the...
after the hearing, Your Honor.
If the driver is a senior citizen, or there's a senior citizen in a high HOV, do you require a high occupancy rate? No.
No, Your Honor. As long as the driver presents an exception signed by the chairman of the NMDA, Your Honor.
God, so pumila kayo lahat doon. So I think, I thought there's none, huh? So there is. Is that approved by the MMC?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, so it's approved by all the mayors of Metro Manila.
Yes, Your Honor.
So anytime they're exempted. Yes.
As long as they have applied and it was
Lagi akong
approved.
dinadakip eh.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
No. So, that's enough for me. So, can you just give me that MMC resolution?
Yes, Your Honor. I will follow up after the hearing.
What's your name?
I'm Attorney Joseph Salud, Your Honor.
You're from where?
I'm from the MMDA. I'm the chairperson of the PWD and Senior Citizens Focal Point Committee.
You're also focal person. So you're from what town, city, or what?
My father hails from San Juan, Batangas, Your Honor.
Okay, mabuhay mga Batanggenyo. So, huwag mo na questionin.
Because
sige, may I recognize very lost to use surnames? Magsaysay na? Aquino pa?
I requested to Chairman Antes, no, regarding the exemption for color coding for senior citizens. Ano lang nangyari doon? May action na ba?
Your Honor, there's no similar exemption for senior citizens, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Kasi kailangan namin yun eh. Kasi kung minsan tinatakbo ka sa ospital o magpapa-check up ka, yun lang ang sasakyan mo. Kaya sinabi ko kay Chairman Antes, basta as long na may nakasakay na senior citizen sa sasakyan, kung pwedeng color coding exempt na lang.
That's noted, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Alam mo ba? Wala pa na. Meron ba?
Your Honor, to clarify, the congressman was asking me about exemption on senior citizens, and there's no similar exemptions on senior citizens. However, I replied that there is exemption to PWDs. Subject to application and approval by the chairman, Your Honor.
Can the committee request total ilan lang naman sila eh.
Press con tayo.
Ilan ba sasakyan no? Merong... I don't know, we will try, okay? So,
Meron pa. Si Robert, nag-CR ata. Guys, samahan nyo ako. May press con ngayon. So, samahan nyo po ako. Diretso tayo sa press con dito sa Congress. So, i-end ko muna yung live, ha. So, tinanggal namin, syempre mas importante yon kasi yun naman po inaabangan natin, yung press con. Di ba po? Yung ating mga viewers po dyan. So, magre-relive ako, guys. Kasi i-fix ko muna kasi may press con tayo ngayon dito sa Congress. So, mga nagbabagang nagiinit na balita. Yan. Yes.
Hintay sila ro.
Tawag yung dalawa.
May plan to make it impossible. So yung workshop ko kayo dalawa yung workshop. Okay, sige.
Wow.
Pero mamaya, yung profiling mo natin. Kasi stop.
Guys, ano ha? Magano tayo, press con. So, antabay tayo.
Pero kasi yun nga.
Meron po ba kayong
Ayan, Justine. Near Coffeeville. Near Coffeeville, which probably is where you're
press con tayo? Press conference tayo, guys. So, magre-relive ako ha. Magre-relive ako. Antabay lang. So, ito po yung tsura ng Congress. Yan. So, magre-relive tayo ha. Kasi may press conference ngayon dito sa atin. Dito ulit sa Congress. So, sa mga bago lang sa aking channel, i-like, tapos mag-subscribe po. Kasi, every week po tayo nandito. 2 times a week po tayo nandito sa Congress. Alright? So, ayan o. Oh. Oh. So, antabay kayo. Mga nagbabagang balita ngayon. Dito po ngayon, no? Magkakaroon tayo ng press conference. So, make sure naka-subscribe at bell all nyo po para ma-notify kayo. Ayan, so magandang balita ito. May press conference tayo.
small door.
Ayun sila.
Yeah, there. Okay, so go na kayo dyan. Go na kayo dyan. Alam mo naman ano lang ako. To arrange.
So ayan na guys, so yung mga media. So kasama tayo dyan. Magkakaroon ng press conference ang ating House of Representatives versus doon sa ating Senate. Yan. Ito. Yan. Dito tayo. Ayan ang speaker. Hindi, ibang kongresista. Mga ibang kongresista.
Ayos sa harap. Pwede ibabayan. Oo. Steady lang naman kayo.
Oo, pwede din, no?
Wala namang ganawan eh. Sama ka lang. Mas baba kayo. Dito na si Bijan lang. Ibaba nyo na lang. Oo, yan.
Yan. Ay, thank you, sir. Galing advice, sir.
Bata nyo kami.
Fred, baba ako, Fred, ha?
So guys, magre-relive tayo kasi i-change natin ang ating tawag dito. Ang ating tawag dito, thumbnail. So sa mga hindi nag-subscribe, subscribe na po para makapag-ano tayo, relive. Para makita nyo po, no? So make sure naka-bell all para ma-notify kayo pag relive. So antabi kayo dito, i-end ko muna tong live. Magre-relive po tayo guys. So like po natin. Kasi magkakaroon ng Congress press con. Laban nga po doon sa Senado. So lagi po nanonood. Ayan po mga viewers natin. Lagi po yung nanonood dito. So ngayon, lagi po sila nakaantabay dito sa akin para sa House of Representatives press conference. So nagkakainitan kasi yung Senado tsaka yung Kongreso. So ayan, relive tayo.
Sakto tayo. Upo ko dito kasi magpipicture ko. Ha?
Check tayo, check. Nakakapuso.
Katugon.
Ang ganda ng pwesto ni Mama.
Oo, di ba sir? Oo. Sabi niyo pwede ako umupo eh.
Nag-e-echo
Tignan mo nga kung sino mapala sa mic.
Aray, nandiyan na sila. Wala ba tayong internet?
Uy, tignan mo. Mic test, mic. Mic test, mic.
Wala.
Walang mic.
Okay, makapaglas. Ano yung ulit topic?
Medyo okay na ba?
Press con.
Wala lang.
Nandiyan na ba? Wala pa, boss. Relax. Nakita ko naglalakad. Malaki na parang kulitangan siya.
Wala ba? Tagal na po ko dito.
Ano po pala?
Bakit nagpuro? Wala. Diretso ko na lang kaya. Diretso ko na lang. Ano yan? Ano yan? Ano yan? Ano yan? Bilaya. Ayan tayo. Isip nilo.
Hindi ko makata ito. Okay na nagap na kayo.
Discount na sa kaya
Grabe yung kausapin mo na yung ang dami nila.
Ay, magandang umaga po.
Dapat nga madami silang
Iyan ako, re-relive ko yan.
Oo, no.
Balik ka na?
Ilonggo ka ba, RJ? Ba't ka nag-iilonggo?
Ayan na, meron na.
Ilonggo ko.
Ha?
Ilonggo. Oo. Bakulod ko ng eskwela eh. Sa UNOR.
Nag-iilong kami.
Hindi ako magkakilala.
Pares na akong kuha.
Pwede yung master dyan?
Oo. Ba't may audio capture sa input naman dito pero kaya
Pero nag-restart ka ng laptop?
Opo, baka restart ko bago.
Okay, sorry. Guys, magre-relive tayo. So pag-relive natin, tabay kayo dito sa aking channel. So subscribe sa hindi pa nakaka-subscribe para ma-notify po kayo. So magre-relive ako guys. So 179 shoutout. Okay? So relive ako tapos antabay kayo sa next ko na live. Mag-i-start na in few minutes to yung ating congress. Kasi papalitan natin ng thumbnail. Salamat po.
kung ano yung follow niya, yun.
Pero ino-off ko na yung sa mic. Yung sa audio.
Sige, testing na to. Kaya nawala. Pero naririnig yung boses ko.
Kasi may naka-off lahat ng mic natin, hindi katulad yung sa kanina. Ganyan din po kayo.
Ganun din.
Parang tinis din yun ba? Sila, sabi ko.
Kasi hindi na-o-off yung mic natin. Yun yung
Wala ka kanina. Wala ka kanina.
Roger.
Roger.
Si Roger na iwan. Kaya siya na may iwan dulo.
Bawal dyan.
Dito, hindi po sa namin dito. Dito po sa may.
Jake.
Malapit na tayo ng mga.
Mapet ka na.
Tumbo.
Payat po.
Alpha Bravo 1 Wala pa. Kulang pa. Abulin mo yan.
Kaso lang po na, ito na lang muna kay Sir, kasi baka
Kasama headset. Para mga-monitor mo din. Hindi mo na kailangan mag-ganyan. Pero may mga lower versions. Meron din, meron.
Tama ba?
Upo yan eh. Hindi na.
Kaya isa pa na eh.
Hindi na. Siguro hindi na.
USB na daw. Mas maganda daw USB. Magalit. Yung galing din niya.
Tama, may monitor yung fader niya kung medyo po.
May test na niya. Yung output.
Pwede siya USB yung output na lang sa dalawa.
Mas maganda rito.
Tapos pwede rin USB.
Hindi ko naman. Sentro eh.
Ito si Bobby.
Ano mo to sa inyo?
Magaling talaga yun eh.
Nawala ang tuko ko din. Ang tuko ko din. Ibo natin, hindi nga lang.
Ipak natin sa amin.
Sama ka ba?
Siyempre, mas maganda. Likod mo, friend. Easy. Talikod mo, friend. Ipat ka? Kana, tulungan ka.
Lipat.
Oo, ano.
Nabon sa dugo.
Tukay niyo kayo sa sentro. Yung sa sentro. Labahan ka, ha?
Tulong mo na ako rito.
Oo, papakin.
Mas maganda doon eh. Ito sentro eh.
Masandali yung
Andun ng one.
O baka mas
Effective dito. Ewan ko ba? Oo nga. Si Roger ba? Sabi ko dyan ka dala. Siya na naiwan doon?
Sino?
Siya na naiwan na doon sa taas.
Hindi ko alam.
Dito sa tabi ko.
Sige, sige.
Bala, ginawa ko yung kilos sa init.
Tumayo ka, wala pa naman.
Ginawa ko kilos sa init.
Sabog na lang natataas.
Siguro nila igagawa.
Wala.
Nakabila mo na, balik mo na lang doon. Bogi lang naman.
Saan ka ba talaga, pre?
Dito na lang yung laser. Kailangan yun, nakatungtong ka pa rin. Wala mo ito sila igagawa.
Tanggalin mo na kaya ito.
Hindi, bibigay siya ito gagalaw. Hindi, yan po rin bilang. Ba? Hindi ko ba? Buwan sa mga sila gagawa.
Yes.
Ito ka.
Alay, ayun na.
Ayun dito.
Nag-overlap sila.
Naka-on lang kasi. Para
Dali mo na yan.
Sa akin i-test ko siya.
Okay na. Okay na tayo. Ayaw mo ito.
Natataranta ako eh. Kasi nag-grounded ko ayaw mag-laro.
Senta ka na, Sir. Senta mo lang ako. Okay. Patay eh. Pero kay Karen, ang lakas na kahit nagsasalita ko dito.
Detect yan. Pati yung hindi dapat
Depends.
Hindi, tsaka pati kung nag-uusap lang sila. Hindi siya ako na.
Kumain ka na?
Hindi na. Oo, yung binigay ni Boss RG na kanin, kinain ko.
Ha?
Kinain ko. Comment ka na lang hapon. Ano mo nagawin? Ito.
Microphone balon. Ha?
Pati ito.
Tripod? Ba? Hindi na. Pumutan mo sa kanila kung may yun.
Hindi, may yun lang.
Pinubos-bos. Mukhang kamay. Ay, boss?
Ba't mo ba?
May dalawang mic eh. Ang Viber mo?
Anong may pahalan?
Naka-record ako. Opo. Ako ilalagay ko sa
Dala nila yung mic, maka-ambush sila. So, sa tuloy sumali sa ambush. Uy, sali ka sa ambush. Wala si Robert dito, lumabas sila. Andyan yung kani-ano. Basta ka sila, nag-ambush. Ito yung cellphone niya eh.
Oo, para patay natin nila.
Papalitan mo nga. Bakit lumabas kayo?
Walang po niya mo. Ipapalitan mo yung mukha ko. Para hindi lang magkasing mahirap ipasok.
Ay, sorry.
Kaya lumabas eh.